Okay, very nice. Just have a look at the camera because we cannot be there. Ya, dan saja mau. Ya, dan sana. Hi, Melanie. Hi,
Bang. Hi. Well, we liked, over the last few years, we've tried to do a trip, just the two of us, to somewhere special, and a group of ladies I know had come here to this beautiful place, Escape Haven, and I asked Mel if she wanted to go a little bit further afield for our annual trip together, and she said yes, and here we are.
I was very happy to join her. Not as beautiful as this and not as far away. We've travelled a bit in Australia together, but this was the next level. Yeah. Special. Wonderful, I think. Yeah.
It's we're obviously busy. We have busy lives and we have families, and it's really nice to give ourselves that permission to have that time away, just the two of us. And there's obviously a lot of other people who probably would like to be here, but it's something that we like to do to just preserve that time for ourselves.
It's our special thing.
Yeah. Partner yoga this morning.
Partner yoga made us laugh.
The partner yoga made us laugh. That was actually it was like a funny moment, but it was probably physically the closest we've ever been.
Yeah.
Just sitting with our spines together and sort of then the breath kind of breathing into each other. I think for me it symbolised that support that we are in each other's lives, actually in a really surprisingly moving way, actually.
As well as making us laugh a lot.
As well as making us laugh. Yeah, no, that was actually really special.
Yeah. I think for me, the staff when they were being funny and laughing, it's such an infectious laugh and just made me want to laugh too because they're such beautiful people. And the Vegemite challenge, that made me laugh. Getting our non-Australian friends to try Vegemite for the first time was very funny.
Yeah, there's just been so many pops of joy through the whole experience.
Lots of laughter.
Yeah. I actually I'm not probably a very emotional person, and we had a great workshop with Alicia, a manifestation and dream and meditation workshop, and there was some really interesting prompts to reflect on your life. And when we got back I was quite emotional actually through a couple of the questions, and when we got back to the room, Mel and I had a conversation that was emotional for both of us, but in one of those ways where you're kind of just being completely honest with yourself and with someone else, which isn't necessarily that easy to do, but it was really special to be able to have that conversation.
Yeah, it was a moving conversation. It was special for us, and it felt very much like afterwards.
Sometimes just that permission to sort of say something that is in your heart that you wouldn't. I don't know. In the normal world, we're never going to have that conversation.
Yeah, exactly. We wouldn't talk like that. We wouldn't have the opportunity to. And another moving thing for me was the generosity of the staff, the little surprises of just giving that they just didn't have to do but did. Ayu came up to me at one point because we had chosen not to do a particular yoga, which was our choice, and she came up to me and said, I would like to replace that with an extra complimentary spa treatment. And she had asked her manager if that was okay. And when she was telling me this, I actually got quite teary because it just was a beautiful example of the thoughtfulness and the generosity and the beautiful staff here. That really moved me. It was so lovely.
I think the other thing that's been really moving too, despite the fact we arrived here and didn't know the other women that were here, sharing their stories and their vulnerability and just sort of getting a glimpse into other people and their stories has been, I'll never forget these people and who they are and how strong they are and special they are. That's been
definitely, yes, the other stories and some of the women here on the healing journey, their stories were really moving, and now we've got to know them so well and care about them deeply, and we know their intimate stories, and it was very unique. And
I think for me it's probably not changed that relationship, but it has definitely reinforce the role that my sister plays in my life. And I'm really grateful for that. One of the other ladies said to us last night at the closing ceremony, like, your parents must be like really proud that you have this relationship. And they really are. Like, that matters so much to them, and is probably what they would say is the most important thing about their lives, or that they're most grateful for. So yeah, I think, that's
Definitely feel like it's brought us in closer.
Yeah, for sure. I think I've always known that my sister is probably the smartest, strong, very smart. She's very smart and she's very strong, and she, I don't know, I just feel the benefit of being wrapped up in her love, and it's she's got the warmth as well. It's always good to just sit in that space, because we don't, again, at home we're rush.
Yeah.
So to just actually be present for each other, with each other, is like reinforces all the things, all those qualities about you that I treasure.
I will take home, I would love to keep this closeness that we have. We've always been close, but especially like a next level closeness, and remembering what we were like together this week. And for me personally, I really want to take with me how relaxed I've felt here, how grateful, and just how joyous it's been for me. I want to, a lot of the healthy things that I've learned and ways to look after myself, or the self-care, I really want to take that with me, and a daily yoga practice. The yoga has been wonderful. So I want to keep that, make sure I'm doing it.
Yeah, I think one of the things when we did our one-on-one session with Alicia, I know that we're going to be able, it's like, how do you take back what you've created here in this amazing, like, paradise bubble and take it back to the real world? And I think that we'll be able to hold each other accountable to, like, the plan that we've made with Alicia about having that daily intentional yoga practice, and just keeping each other on track with that, and reminding each other that we saw each other in that space of being at peace and calm and happy, that we can create that. But you do sometimes need someone to remind you, are you doing your yoga? Are you on track? Remember how good it was? Yeah.
You must. You have to. Do it.
Yeah, I plan on telling every single woman I know that it's like, you deserve a week at Escape Haven, minimum a week, annually, because there's something so restorative about it. And to hear the stories of all the same women from all around the world, and everyone has these, despite our differences, there's these common threads. And it's that you need to have time to step away from the kind of constant demands of your normal life, and give yourself this ability to just restore or heal or repair or renew or whatever it is. I think every woman who has the means, should absolutely do this.
Yes, I think we all suffer a bit from rushing women's syndrome to some level, and this has just cured me of that for a week. I want to hold on to that. I feel Alicia was wonderful. She was a common thread for us throughout. I feel like she was our yoga guru, guiding us through the whole week. But the other instructors were just wonderful as well, and I loved that variety. It just kept it so interesting. I did yoga for an hour at least every day while I was here, and not for 1 second did it feel like, yoga again or anything. I was wanting to get there, and I wanted it to last at least an hour, which is not like me at home. I usually go for the shorter, as quick as it can, but I loved all of it, to be honest. The partner yoga was fun and different again. And the yin was great too. I don't usually do yin yoga, but just holding those poses I loved all of it.
Yeah, I think Alicia, for sure. She's beautiful. Just her sharing at that opening ceremony as well set the tone. I think through her I got to see, like, the lens of Bali and what Bali can offer as a spiritual place of transformation. So all of the yoga experiences, but I loved Alicia's. And Dr. Raj's meditation and his mantras, I think, and his presence. And he is just around, and he's such a lovely man. And a couple of times he came and sat with me while I was waiting for a treatment, and he just has a way of making you realise that you're somewhere special and that you're special. Like I enjoyed that.
He looks into your soul.
Yeah.
Such a calming presence.
Yeah.
Loved him. Yeah.
Really amazing.
So different. I feel like I have never known this level of being relaxed. And I think at the opening ceremony I said how I wanted to just reset, recharge, relax, all the R's. I feel like I 100% am different. I wanted to recharge and relax and just have a bit of a reboot, and it's done that for me and more. Like, it's so much beyond my expectations. I was expecting it to be fabulous, but it just has been next level, off the charts, and I feel like a different person. I really do.
Yeah. I was obviously excited for that first moment of being here and stepping on the mat, as you say, and now I just wish I could bottle up how I feel right now.
Oh, no.
And the challenge is, firstly, it's knowing that I can feel this way and acknowledging that this is something that I have created, like within Escape Haven, but also knowing that when I finish here today, this is who I am as well.
Yeah.
And I want to really be intentional about channeling this feeling when I'm back at home and the kind of demands of the real world encroach. But I can feel this way. That's what I want to take with me for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think, again, for me, the shift has been realising just how much I truly do love yoga. I've always tried to practice it fairly regularly at home and kind of fallen off the wagon with not doing it regularly. But just enjoying it the way I've enjoyed it and how it's made me feel by doing it regularly every single day, at least once a day this week, and knowing how much I've loved every second of it. That's what I need to take back and remember and keep that feeling going.
Yeah, I think last year when I turned 50, it's made me actually feel deep gratitude for the fact that my body can do things, that I can walk, that I can do a yoga class, that I can go to my gym and do a class there. And this has really reaffirmed to me how important I think it is to actually look after yourself and be I want to be as strong as I can be, especially going into the next decade, and this physically as strong as I can be for, I guess, the next part of my life, and the kind of, as you're saying, like the eating and the focus on health and well-being has made me just really want to keep leaning into living that kind of lifestyle.
Yeah,
I feel grateful that I can be here and do a yoga class.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do it.
Find one close to you. Maybe start small like we did.
Yeah.
Close to home and just for a weekend.
Yeah.
If that's what is achievable. But I mean, like we said, if you can, just get here.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And also don't be afraid of it. There was nothing in the classes.
Yeah.
We would do in the class, we'd done a little bit. I'd still describe myself as a beginner, but there were plenty of others who hadn't necessarily done yoga before. It's a very sort of safe, easy pace, and do it.
Yes, they make you feel so comfortable, and all the other ladies you're doing yoga with, we're just all, there's just no fear, no judgment.
Yeah, that's the thing, no judgment. There were and such the teachers created such an inclusive, warm, safe space. Yeah, never hesitate to do yoga if you haven't done it before.
Yeah.